Oh, I forgot about that. Yep. Need to fix the captions. Station window. There's one. Let's finish here. I also need to fix the other one. I'll do this. And I didn't do it properly. Select application, this, and share. There we go. Okay. Alright. So, today I need to either continue this or go next into it. I should rename this to not character dot. Not character dialogues. Why is the shortcut not working? Oh, alright. No. Dialogues. Nope. Dialogues and story. It's dialogue. Dialogue. Is there a use in dialogues? Yeah, okay. Long story. Um, actually, the things open right now. First that seems more reasonable. Okay, so last part we ended with the player exiting rubble, and now I need to decide on how they are surviving. Where are they going? What are they finding? Are they found by someone? Let's say they're found by someone, but the player has to like go somewhere a little bit first, maybe the edge of town or something, or at least walk a little bit. Could be a cutscene though. We're just gonna have them walk a little bit. Okay. Alright, so the player is leaving. Strangers. Um, at what point is the cutscene start? Because I don't want to put that. Oh no, this is just like the start of cutscene. Cutscene. Start. It's just some reminder. Okay. So once they leave the rumble, what is the thing they do next? they walk out of the rubble, then probably find a little bit of food, which kind of isn't necessary, but hey, we understand and yes, ruins is for ruins only good for a bit of food or bag. What have I done? Bag for a bag. Yes. Yep. Just around the village for a bit of food or a bag. I've been leaving it on the wrong scene. Damn it. That's also still the wrong scene. And these. There we go. Sorry for doing you on OBS, even though no one's even watching, because of course no one is. Page scavengers around the village. A bit of food or bag for some supplies. Okay, they get some supplies. They walk to the edge of the village. And they walk to the edge of the village. And are found by allied military. Take a path into back to a bigger city. Deeper in the country. Deeper in the country. And it's more safe. Mm, um, and soldier. Soldier. One left. There's definitely more things happening for that. And I see someone. Are you alone? Or other survivors? Maybe occasionally I should throw in some games. I feel like playing in my free time. I stream them as well. Just to add more things that I could stream. Maybe some people might care, maybe not. I don't know. You know, are there any other survivors? Unlikely. Um, then what else might someone ask? Are you injured? Just help you. Screen's a little dusty. I'll clean it at some point someday. Um, let us help you. They patch up the player. Take him with them back to the city. Uh, as a refugee. Okay, where he is it where we provide a temporary living space. Right now they take them to an orphanage. Orphanage. Why is it PH? To an orphanage. That is the new starting location. uh, near the edge of the city. The edge of the city. Um, so that's close enough for them to leave pretty quickly when they need to. And if they just go the other way, they'll get to the main area where there's a bunch of shops if I need to provide shops or any other in-city stuff. Patch them up. Starting location near the edge of the city. Okay. At this point, um, the player wages a given waste to life and joins a mercenary group, I believe, is what I decided on earlier. Characters, nope, plot progression. Oh no, it's one of the two, not both. Joins a group. Yeah, I'm gonna do mercenary group. A city approved mercenary group. On and in outside of the city to dangerous forest lands. Dangerous. Danger. Dangerous. O-U-G-H? O-U-S. Really? Why is it like that? Such a strange spelling for a word that doesn't sound like it should be spelled that way. The O just doesn't sound like it should either. Civilians and they need info broker who tells them their first job. Okay, great. Okay, let's go straight through. Go to mercenary. Script part, new notes. Mercenary. tasks, mercenary jobs, which is what I define them as. Okay. Now there's definitely a better way to do this. Add link to this one. I click on that. I go here. Okay, that's cool. Links mentioned, unlinked mentions. Job descriptions and mercenary hub. I already have one defined for that. I might choose that one probably. Delete, delete. Okay. Perfect. Click on that. Okay. Now, split it up. Jobs. Job one. Enter. Tab. Space. I want to go to my setting pod order. Jobs. Exterminate thing. Find MacGuffin. Search some place for things and learn story info. As reward. Library ruins. Village. Not job, but shard. Goal. Eliminate target at military base. Why is it not correcting? Receipt. Now how do I want to split up the exit from this area to the areas that the player needs to go to for the Metroidvania portion of it? One simple, small, short, very quick transition area, similar to how Bloodstain does the boat transition, like from the boat to the castle. It also has a lower path. That's an option for the player to use in Bloodstained, which goes to a different area when the player has the abilities for it. So in the same vein, I can have an upper area and a lower area. Probably also a middle area if I go with a mountainous region that requires lots of vertical mobility. Uh, just a flat ground area like a plains or a forest, which is just regular mobility. And then underground, which either needs, which can be decided later. Uh, or it could be to another foresty area that's just more hostile. Okay. So those could be three area entrances and they could connect to each other in different ways. The mountainous region can connect to the forest region by heading south of the map, just being down the mountain in general. I have a few areas that connect the two areas. Kind of like how Hollow Knight's map does it, I think would be good. They look at Hollow Knight in its map. Map. Images. No, this one might be better. Yeah, so these are areas. Okay, image. Can I say bear? Yeah, there we go. That's better. So you've got your starting area, exit, a few transition areas, the main real starting area, uh, higher up connection area that you can't reach without uh, vertical mobility. That's also connected to the lower mid area that requires regular mobility. And then this requires a little more mobility, but it's also like regular mobility. This is also regular mobility for part of it. I guess maybe at this point you have dash, I think. I think this map is a little off. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. Okay, let's take a look at some other Metroidvania maps. Uh, Metroid map. Image. So we're going to start. You can go down or up. Ton of platforms for them to do that for the transition areas. Different types of mobility afterwards. Um, don't know where that goes. I haven't played the Metroid games because I don't have Nintendo consoles. Uh, one day I'll get some. Okay, let's go with Bloodstained. That's so. This is the main map. Yeah, so you've got your transition area, upper area you actually can't reach from this area portion, but there's more later that connects to it in different ways. This is just all the way at the end, and then the behemoth part is just like separate. So if I want to think of this as like a vertical map transposed onto a flat plane, we can have mountainous region be the top area, which would be maybe north. To the front, we can have like forest area or desert area or something. It's like pretty flat. This middle area would be like the main central connection point, or whatever the transition point is between the city and a bunch of other places. City would be whatever's over here on the left. The bottom would be whatever is south. And farther south, you get more desert-based areas and such. Um, what I could do, I think for like just light description of the map, miscellaneous world stuff, map, north slash up or mountains, mountains, um, west slash left main city, mid slash middle main forests, area, forest area of some kind, forests slash ladder area, um, east would be good for the destroyed town. Town, so that would be right. So first east slash right, destroyed town, destroyed village, home village. Allows me to reuse the area. Slash enemy military base. North, west, east. Now we just need south. South slash down. And caves slash desert slash. What else is there? That could be south. Um, Other state slash. What else? Could be active war zone. The southern area is probably where the most flexibility is. It's like flatter, but not flat. Could be another forest area. Okay. What is a list of natural environments? List of natural environments. Arctic, aquatic, coastal, grassland, wetland, mountain range, tundra, green habitats, deep seas, aquatic and marine. Could be swamp, different flat areas. Um, other options, swamps, other options, swamp, comma, crystal caves, comma, dojo, comma, castle, castle. I'm infuriated by that. Castle is another option. Dojo, caves, swamp, desert, other state, active war zone, flat area. Most of these should actually be here. With commas. This connection point. List of fantasy environments. June, castle, temple, markets, library is another option. I should also think of sub areas. What else is there? It's a lot. It's nice that they have a big list. Okay. So just the list of names would help. Witch's Cottage seems like an interesting spot to be like a side area that could be an option. Sub areas. Witch's Cottage. Um, library. More of a side area. Other main areas: swamps, caves, dojo. Dojo is a smaller area. Castle's also a smaller area. So it also could be in main area now that I think about it more. Um, Another state or zone, base, what other small areas are there? Huts, village. I could go through floating islands. This land. Floating islands, which are a little bit of a thing that are really hard to explain. I mean, gravity can be lower, but it's not going to justify the existence of floating islands. Um, I don't like this environment right now because I don't have an explanation for it. And I like a small garden. Garden. Lake's probably a decent one as well. Again, we're not going to have to add all of these. We're just thinking of what would be a good thing to have as part of the idea. First, still talking to myself, like always. One day someone might watch these, maybe steal the ideas. In that case, might be better than nothing. I do not want you to steal my ideas. It's just that if that happens, it means someone at least watched it. 16 more minutes. What did I title the stream? The aftermath. Yes, areas. You have to go to different areas for the aftermath. Job 1. Simply gather herbs. Herbs. Um, Job 1 plus extra parts, extra encounters. Okay, gather herbs plus meet a witch. Who teaches a small ability or a label price. I will also need to determine whether this one is mandatory. A little price. Let's do mandatory plus optional. Optional mandatory one time. Optional X because it's gonna be. It can be a repeat encounter that can grant more abilities, maybe like a shop or trading key items for the abilities. Maybe they also come back being another person who's actually asking for one of the job tasks you pick. It's like, oh, okay, that's great. Then I'll do this for you if you can get me these. It's option. What's a wild animal that would be decent for a fighting game, maybe? Well, wouldn't be too many, just like specifically animals. Hmm. Education is a small ability for a price. It's not useless, but it's helpful. Um, let's say Witcher Wizard, because for some reason these are like the same thing almost, with a few small differences, and then they're also gendered. I don't know why. It's like it's just a bit weird. So gather herbs, meet a witch or wizard for small abilities, uh, random simple enemies, some will be hit. Well, what are other educational enemies? 200 reach, jump on them. Won't be punished. Cross up needed, block and walk. Click overhead needed by dash jump. Um, okay, simple enemies. Random simple enemies. Sorry, not random. Simple enemies of environment. Environment 1. Need to be hit low. Um, some enemies need to be hit low, such as smaller enemies like low to the ground wolves or other creatures on legs for more of my legs. Or environment 1. It's fine. Some other options that I can put into the game that could be like not cared about in the fighting game are elemental aspects, or other option is like projectile only. Well, projectile only hittable enemies are probably a thing already. What did the mentor actually teach? Mentor, talent low, overhead throw, special move, but not a fireball. Cool. Ready? Let's say fireball. A low price. The player already has has no Guffin one. Again, it's just right on the Guffin. It's gonna have one mandatory thing and then a bunch of optional things we could do. Just small ability, fireball. There's a lot of these are gonna be fire based, I think. Mhm. Player already has MacGuffin 1. He's got Ho. Look. Characters. Do I have one that's like which? Control F. Which is. I have potions. I don't have which. Mage. Magic. Really? None of those? Okay. Magic, mage, witch, wizard. Send them. Alright. A little bit more things for the definition of what they can be doing. Some. Did I? Wait, no. No, we meant multi-elemental, one per button for specials. There can be variations of these, but I think this stereotype is also another common one that can be used if I want to be a little more thematic compared to just four elements or element per button. Um, would I have one of the witch be a fighting game character that I could use as a playable character? Maybe. Could also be like a minor character. Let's go fire fire witch for the minimum portion here. So fire witch for the one. Okay. Fire witch for game one. For game one. Okay. Simply has fireball. Flame. Fireball. Come up. Maybe line since it's gonna be inside of it. Fireball. Flame. Include attacks. Explosives. Explosive area. Explosive area. What other fire explosive typos are there? I'm not sure. They often come with like some simple attacks. There could be an explosive jump. Jump. I should also double check with like my main character for their abilities, which none of ours here really. Game progression, double jump dash, stronger explosives, fireball. I'd say the witch could charge. The witch could charge. Maybe, but don't know. Well, okay. My shooter Uni is probably somebody we could make some references off of, or Ken as well. So they've got forward moving kicks, punches, Shoryuken. Would the witch do a Shoryuken? Probably not. They would probably blow up around themselves, maybe. Get more. Hmm. Not sure what else to do. Okay. What is it? So that's simple for job one. Job two. Let's say what could happen in job two? They could go up, down, or left. Sorry, up, down, left, or mid. Um, for like key job two, they could either go to the mountains to fetch something from maybe a dragon's home, some treasure, fossils, look for a mining site, deal with some spiders, deal with a dungeon, or some abandoned mine. I think an abandoned mine would make the most sense in caves, mountain. You get Crystal Peaks and Hollow Knight, and we can go another one with crystals. I haven't been to. I actually have not played enough Metroidvanias. Alright. Um, there are some probably. Okay. Need to be hit low. Drop two. So that's caves or desert. Um, well, I definitely know I need one at a library. So find the library in somewhere near the mountains. Or somewhere north or south. Um, which will also provide the name of the crest at target members. Members. The target has, sorry, has. That's the player can ask for more information about. It. I should watch a video on how to make backtracking fun as well, because the player might end up doing some backtracking or some fast travel as well. I don't see fast travel as a terrible option. If you've gotten through one area, you might as well be able to fast travel to another area with a maybe important character nearby or a small settlement. Even if it's like mostly connected, but not exactly connected, you still have to do a bit of walking. That's fine as well. Um, so some kind of library. Is it abandoned? Probably. A little bit abandoned. Maybe mostly abandoned library somewhere in the north or south. Shows the part of the name of the crest that target has that the player can ask for more information about. And let's them then attack it and unlocks the end game. Okay. In a mountainous region, you need vertical movement. Maybe I give the player the vertical movement on the job that goes to the mountain. Um, the mountains also seem like a good place for a smith as well. Some kind of blacksmith or something if I want to give the player like a damage increase. Which wouldn't be too much work, probably. What else is there that could probably be done to find this library? Find the abandoned library, north and south, which will also pretty and get X, Y, Z book. Get X, Y, Z book. But let's just say a boss plus some boss, uh, an assigned guard, or the some bandits or something. We're trying to raid the just are there often. I'm not sure what else. I'll leave it at that. Go to sleep, define the jobs a bit more. I believe I did a little bit of like different jobs options. So I thought, so extended thing, find the girlfriend, search some place for things search for as well keep the reward. Yeah, okay. Good. Alright. And okay, I'll save and say goodbye. Bye.